Hello YouTube, thank you for joining me for another video about transit in the United States. Today I'm going to be talking about a very important project, the Virgin Trains Los Angeles to Las Vegas project. As you might already know, there used to be rail service between Los Angeles and Las Vegas about 20 years ago, I think, from Amtrak. It was relatively slow, I guess. I never rode it, I never had the opportunity. But there was rail service at least, but that was eventually ended, probably because it didn't make enough money. There wasn't enough demand for it. But now Virgin Trains is bringing it back in a whole new way. They're going to make it, they're going to try to make it very appealing to the average person who wants to ride from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. As you probably know, that's a very busy corridor. Lots of people go there for the weekend, lots of tourists, lots of people visiting. So there is definitely the demand there if they can make it appealing enough to drive or to take the train instead of driving or flying. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a little overview about the project. I've done a bit of research and I'm going to try and present to you all the facts I know and maybe a little bit of speculation for some of the stuff we don't know yet. So first of all, the most important part is it's not going to start in Los Angeles just yet. Right now, it is going to start in this city here called Victorville. This is on the outskirts of Los Angeles. It's in the desert, in the high desert. The reason they're doing this is because if they wanted to start in Los Angeles, they would have to, they would encounter a lot of problems digging through the mountains. There's this huge wall of mountains dividing the desert and Los Angeles. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make this project easy. They're going to try and get it online as quickly as possible. They don't want to be bogged down by any major engineering challenges one would encounter when trying to drill through the mountains that separate. Right now there is a rail line. There's a few rail lines that go between Los Angeles and the desert, of course, but these are very windy. And they are probably already at capacity. Most of it is single track, used mainly by freight trains, some Amtrak trains, and Virgin Trains does not want to have to deal with that right now. So they're going to start in Victorville. And from what I know, they're going to be mainly using the corridor of Interstate 15 to travel from Victorville to Las Vegas. And interestingly enough, they're going to be using the median of I-15. Here's a picture I'll show you. This is what the average median of I-15 looks like. This is, I'm not sure exactly where this is from, but some city in between. And this is about the average size of the median. So no idea if they're going to make it wider. Maybe they'll take away a lane, or maybe this is wide enough. Now, using the median is a very beneficial thing for them to do, because it eliminates almost all of the crossings. All of the crossings are already elevated between local roads along I-15 and the highway. So Virgin Trains will have to build just a minimal amount of bridges and tunnels to go under and over local roads, which is what they're going to have to do because they plan on running the trains at pretty high speeds. So this will save them a lot of money by using the median of I-15, which I think is a very interesting idea. I never thought about that before. I'm not sure how it's going to affect drivers who are going down I-15 and they see a train passing them at 125 miles an hour in the opposite direction. But we will see if that makes any problems in the future. Let's see. Oh, another thing that I know is that it will be double tracked the entire way. This will provide for a minimum of delays and ensure safety for the trains. This is the downtown Las Vegas area, and this area right here, I hope you can see the red pointer circling the area. Right now it's a blank parking lot. This is what I'm pretty sure is going to be the station, the terminus for the Virgin Trains Las Vegas rail line. It's right next to a big hotel called the Rio Hotel, and it's a very good location, right next to Las Vegas Strip, right next to all the casinos where most of the people using the train are probably headed. Additionally, it's already on a rail line, which I'm sure is going to be used, this right-of-way. this right-of-way connects to the I-15 median some point on the outskirts of Las Vegas. So they're going to build a station here. It's going to be a very good location. I know that it's going to be called Harmon Station. I'm not sure who Harmon is. I think there's a couple places in Las Vegas named after someone named Harmon. Maybe he's an important city official or something. Another funny coincidence. One of the main boulevards that the station will be sitting on, probably where the entrance will be, is called Twain Avenue. And this is funny because it sounds like a 5-year-old saying train. Anyways. So as I said, this is a good location. One of the issues is accessibility for the passengers. There's probably going to be hotel shuttles or something connecting the station with all of the resorts on the Strip. It would be very nice if the monorail could connect to this, but right now the monorail is not really in a position in the physical sense to connect. The terminuses don't really line up. The terminuses are both too far north and south of where the station will be. But Las Vegas officials have said they are very interested in providing some sort of rail connection between the new station, Harmon Station, and the rest of the Strip, maybe in the form of a light rail train. Maybe I can make another video about that at some point later. Let's see. So some other important facts we know is that this project is very likely to happen. I know this because just recently, the Virgin Trains company has applied and I think received about $4 billion in bonds. That's a lot of money, and those are sponsored, I guess, by California and Nevada through a private partnership, I guess. I'm not really sure how I understand this. The point is, the state is not going to be like footing the bill. This is going to be up to Virgin Trains to pay back eventually, but the money is there for them to use. Let's see. I know that Nevada is taking this project very seriously. Apparently, the bonds they provided are very limited in number, and Nevada gave them a very big portion of the amount of money that they can use. So Nevada is taking this project very seriously. They want it very bad. All of Las Vegas, I'm sure, would love to have this project built. They know it will bring in lots of tourists and many more economic opportunities for the area. So this is where I'm going to be speculating a little bit, but I think it's very likely that the railroad will use Siemens chargers for the rail sets used. Now Brightline, you can see their train on the far left. That's the Brightline train. They already use Siemens chargers, and most railroads in the United States, the new locomotives they're going to be using are Siemens chargers. This is because these locomotives, they are diesel locomotives, are manufactured locally in the United States, I think in like Sacramento or something. So there's already a big tax break for that. There's already lots of maintenance facilities, and Brightline already has a lot of experience running these locomotives. So they already know how to do it. I think it's kind of a sure thing that they will use these locomotives. As you can see, the train on the left of Brightline, they added a little nose cone to make the train kind of look cooler, maybe make it a little faster. I'm not sure if it actually has any benefits, but I like it. It's pretty cool. And here is just a mock-up photo I found of maybe what the train will look like. There's the charismatic CEO of the Virgin Company, Richard Branson. I'm really glad that he's investing in the United States. And the projects that are going on right now from Virgin Trains are an extension to Orlando and then on to Tampa and Disney World. That's the first project they're working on. That project has already broken ground, and it's going to be completed, I don't know, like 2020, 2022, something like that. The Las Vegas Railway has not broken ground yet, but they are guaranteed to start soon in 2020. But after the Orlando extension, this is the next top priority for them. This is a major route that they are very interested in, and they are using it to get more of a foothold in their investments in the United States so they can become more of a player and provide a new service and transportation for all Americans. Some other routes I know they're interested in are like Charlotte to Atlanta. Those two cities are relatively close. The highways between them are very congested, and it's kind of like too short for an airplane to fly to. You know, by the time you drive to the airport, go through security, it's going to be about as long as driving. The main benefit of trains, of course, is that you can just get on, usually in most cases. You don't have to go through security. You don't have to drive really far to the outskirts of the city to get to the airport. You know, the Las Vegas station is going to be right downtown, much closer to the airport. Though for an airport, Las Vegas's airport is relatively close compared to some other cities. Some drawbacks from this project right now. The biggest one is that it does not. Let's get back to that picture. It does not end in Los Angeles right now. It ends in Victorville, and from Los Angeles to Victorville, that is about, I couldn't say, probably about a 2 hour to an hour drive, 1 hour to 2 hour drive, I guess. 2 hours if there's bad traffic, as it usually is in the LA area. So I'm not sure how the passengers are expected to connect from Victorville to Los Angeles, probably by bus. There'll be some sort of Virgin bus situation shuttling passengers from downtown LA and other areas in the LA area to Victorville. But in the far future, they will probably build a tunnel. Already, the California High-Speed Railway has a tunnel planned out between Palmdale and Los Angeles, and I would be very surprised if they did not share this tunnel. They could kind of combine forces and share some of the costs together. As you can see, the high-speed rail, California High-Speed Rail, is going to connect with the future Virgin trains in Palmdale eventually. Who knows when that's going to happen? Right now, as you probably know, the high-speed rail California is plagued with some financial problems. But we will see what happens. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to do more. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope someday we'll be riding the train to Las Vegas. All right, so have a good day. Bye.